Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Restored Content Mod version 1.8 The Sith Lords. With me, Get Daved. So, we're picking up from where WhyCalibur left off, and I do want to check up on one thing. There we go, we got our guns out. Oh, you won't fool me. I want to go check up on the dancer who is currently in our employ, and also our property, because WhyCalibur purchased a slave. But I mean, since that's already happened, so I think it's time to put that behind us and, well, I mean, if the money's there. I did not play Telos, so I don't necessarily remember where everything is, but I thought I'd force you to watch it. I did watch, or at least listen to, all of WhyCalibur's LP though, so we should be good. You bet! Dance for me. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen any day. 1200. Well, see you later. It did not take long for her to become a worthwhile investment. I mean, the rate of return is just astonishing. I don't want to say I can't recommend it highly enough, because that's horrible. That'll earn me dark side points, like in real life. Alright, and there is one other thing. I believe... Ugh. Like, why can't that be automatic? Alright. Immersion. Go through the grueling rigors of paperwork.
Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
Alright, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the general? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better
we don't
than
really
anyone
know
else
much
on
about
this
her
ship.
either.
Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here at.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
Being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
That's a lot of beeping, T3.
You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
Gonna have to start skipping through some of T3's lines. He goes on. That was still kinda awesome. Hey, big guy. I don't even know what that meant. I suppose we should hit up our next destination, and I was probably gonna hit up Nar Shaddaa, but before I do that, actually, let's go to the cockpit. And I do want to see... Oh. Can I go to the North Pole Jedi training place? Looks like a no. Oh, maybe there's some sort of shuttle or something. Oh, I won't bother with that. I was tempted to go fight the handmaidens because I did have a couple ideas on things we could try. But, well, we'll worry about that some other time. I'm going to take a moment to see what we've got going on here. I think I remember... Okay, yeah, so he gave us the Constitution bonus. Just cycle back to... and dexterity +2. Tempting to steal that. What was the minimum constitution? 14. Card. Okay. I may steal that from Kreia, and she can have immunity from stun, fear, horror, which is really good. It is kind of tempting. Wait! The game knows we don't have real base constitution that's that high. Never mind then. Give yourself all 10 get Dave points if you already knew that. Which piece of equipment is doing that for us then? Sorry everybody, I just need to figure out a few things. Who am I? Where am I? Why am I naked during this LP? That's not true, but it'd be fun. 75% versus electrical is insanely good as well. You don't get hit by a lot of electrical attacks, but it does happen sometimes. I'm gonna go for that just based on the fact that I think it's more likely that I'm gonna need that than a fortitude save. Most of the saves I'm worried about are will-based. Alright, so let's go for a flight here. Nar Shaddaa it is. Getting right into that fresh Nar. Oh good, a video. This is just us taking off. I may edit it out entirely. Going to the happiest place in the galaxy.
Well, here we are. Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta.
That's what they called your
Swallowing all
mom.
the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
All
Nar
right.
Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If you wanted to keep out of sight.
Aren't
from
those the
Sith
same
for a
thing?
while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
Okay.
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Yeah, I'm getting that general theme from the place.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Yet again, I get the feeling that Atton just told us something that was true, but to hide something he didn't want to tell us that we were actually asking about.
Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
Aside from the fact that it's a center of commerce, or let's say a center of traffic, I don't know why you'd come here.
And we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Someone will find us, no doubt. Just like, man, I'm glad I got back from fighting in the war. Well, time to go look for work in the red light district of Amsterdam. Yeah, that's right, I just called it Nal Hutta. Odd that there's only the one landing pad. I have no idea what ship that could be. Some dominatrixes, a crazy Wookiee. Those guys.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed.
Interesting.
Observe her.
Okay. Didn't he just explain that he's trying to catch many Jedi? Twi'lek Boobs is right. Boy, this looks like a stable alliance. Oh, don't let him bully you.
If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
So they seem very loyal to Goto. Okay.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance.
Yes, there's nothing like pacifism for avoiding preserving your life. Going around picking fights. But they clearly are only hunting Jedi.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep. With
They
canyons
appear
so
to have
wide
different
you can have a
measuring
dogfight
systems
in
above
them.
and below ground.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Yes.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings.
Are we
In
parked
fact,
in someone's
here
driveway?
we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Good idea.
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Okay, I think the Exile qualifies as that type of cargo, but let's go
Alright
for
then,
it.
let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It
Anywhere.
does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
The
Yeah,
amount
if
of
you wanna
time
stand
is a
and meditate
concern.
some more, don't let us stop you.
I cut off a funny line from him. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind knowing about that.
Well, that means finding either a bounty hunter, a ranking member of the exchange, or someone willing to talk. None of which are too appealing. Bounty hunters in the exchange are going to want to shoot you. And someone who is willing to talk is willing to talk to anyone. Which means trouble.
The bounty is a waste of our efforts. All that matters is the Jedi. The intentions of the thugs of this moon are of no consequence.
Yeah,
It's up
but
to you. There's bound to be someone in the sector willing to spill their guts for a credit or two.
Cray, you just failed an awareness check. If there's a bounty on Jedi, knowing something about that could help you locate Jedi, since people are searching for them because they can get money.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult.
Maybe we
This
should
moon does
rely
not get
on
any
the
smaller while we
bounty.
wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Alright.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
How good's my persuade? Yeah, I think I'll go cheeky on this one.
No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a smart human. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
Well, we could try threatening him.
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah? Well, it's the first I've heard of it. Tell you what, let me check it out. If you're cleared, then you're clear. No trouble.
Yeah, let's see if we can keep milking this. Well, I don't know. This guy's got some street smarts. I don't want to push it too far.
Ah, never mind. It's not worth the trouble.
There we go.
You call the shots. But this is gonna be trouble. I can feel it.
Yeah, I get that vibe too. I do like that Atten is wrong basically 100% of the time. It's funny times. Oh, I do like having Bao Dur around. Will be henceforth known as Bao Derp. I feel like the story wants me to have Atten along for the ride. Yeah, let's play this one sensibly. Need Cray around because she's the teacher. Need Atten around because he appears to know a lot more about this place than anyone else. And I would... Really? One death threat? It's not like I bought a slave or anything. Alright, if I've learned one thing about these games, it's always walk around the hangar because they do often put treasure chests around it. Even in the MMO. Not today. That's right, I'm glad we had that chance to go for a walk. Also, I'm going to quick save here with the F4 button. Yeah! Point Dave. Because there's an interesting little thing that's going to happen here. Let's get involved.
Look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Whoa, 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 I'm human. Not much. Yeah, I think I'll just butt my nose in here. We could try. We could keep playing that up here. See, this is like too light side to be practical, I think. Option 2 there. Yeah, I don't think pushing these guys around is gonna work unless we intend to kill them, so let's try using our wits here. Veiled threat, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna switch things right now. Well, it was worth trying. Maybe we could let the Jedi we're looking for is Ezkael, I think. Maybe he can find us if we attract enough attention. Oh, well. Oops, I missed that one. Okay, well, it looks like there was just more crap. We could just ask that question. Yeah, enough of this. Well, no, let's keep trying to use our words. Okay. No, well... Yeah, look, I think this is inevitable here. Good. That was a little more goody-goody than I was hoping to be, but...
More where that came from.
Loot the bodies, loot the bodies. I got 1 credits for that. 1 single credits.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
Your voice seems very young. Yeah, get out of here,
Whatever
man.
your reasons, thanks.
Well, that offset my other dark side points, I guess.
Spare a few credits, friend.
Here we go. This is what I was talking about earlier. Let's see if we can get something out of him.
All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
He probably would change his name.
Oh, should I? He doesn't sound like a hut. What, is he a bounty hunter or an exchange boss?
Change the subject.
This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars.
Maybe I put some
Refugees and
people
war
here.
veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up.
Seems no coincidence we ended up here then. Exile forced to return to the consequences of her actions. Well, okay.
A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out, unless you want to become a hired muscle for the exchange, or work in a hut slave camp.
Or beg.
Friend, you did promise some credits in exchange for information.
Haha.
Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you.
Should I swear
Nar Shaddaa
more?
Can be a rough place and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything.
Sure.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
Sure. Not the end of the world having a friend in the
I
underworld.
saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare
Oh
a
my
few
goodness.
credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Yeah. This is awkward. This guy looks younger and brawnier. If I don't give him money, I think he's gonna take it from the other guy. Oh, what the heck? That covers every... Nah. Well, I'll do this because we have an interesting conversation with Kreia. I know if I go with option 1 here.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
I bet not. You're gonna milk that.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
I don't want to talk about this.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
Well, I don't know that.
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target.
If he'd earned it, he'd still be that.
Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
Thanks, Ayn Rand. See, that is a lesson I will never... This is a light side answer, but I think it's too bullheaded. Again with this one too. Her point... She's trying to teach us consequentialist morality, which is important. You can't just stand on principle. You do have to try to consider what the implications of your actions will be. Like, say, blowing up Malachor 5. Yeah, I think that's... 3 and 4 both seem reasonable.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
See, and so we managed to have a positive interaction with Kreia and gain light side points, which is sometimes hard to do. It's just kind of hard to please her all the time, but... oh goodness.
And what did she want?
Not much. Just answers to some questions.
Really? Interesting.
That was Mira. We'll find out more about her later. Airspeeder navigation interface. Oh goodness. Hello? I'm just here to clean you out, to be honest. Ooh. CNS Strength Enhancer. I remember that from the last one. Strength plus 2. Now, we don't rely on strength unless we get in a melee situation. And we're in a bad spot if we end up in that situation. But, someone else could use it as soon as we get into a melee situation. I'm going to stop using that word so much. Kreia, stealth field. Well, she's the tank right now, so she can go for it. It might be useful to have someone with a stealth field generator, but we can... you can't enter stealth in combat, which means we'll always have the opportunity to switch to that. Yay! You're blind. Oh, I feel bad about robbing you. Yeah, hearing looks like it's sharp.
Sulstan's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the lobes.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I like that. Okay. You and Bayo Dirk fight to the death.
Someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature could be useful for avoiding notice.
We'll get to that. Some good writing, Obsidian. Nice. Okay. Alright, well, we know who to come to if we find any of that. A green lightsaber crystal, mildly tempting. Wow. Stealth plus 6, that's pretty cool. We could, of course, manufacture these things, but there's some pretty good upgrades here. Let's do some sorting. T3 will learn that stuff on his own. Just a whole bunch of misc here. Defense -1, no thank you. Well, yeah, nothing that's really jumping out at me here. Some of the armor looked good, but that'll be the journal entry for Changing the ID signature. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why you're the 32nd. Hmm. Alright, code in. Yeah, a droid is property. Kinda like someone I know. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Plans? What plans? They really do like to throw in old Star Wars dialogue in this game. Ooh, okay. One of his rare mo. Droid's not such a huge fan of his. Great. Oh, I haven't seen any like that. IT-31, there we go. Alright, noted. I believe Aqualish are the guys from Star Wars Episode 4. Obi-Wan chops his hand off. I think, anyway. That's my Aqualish sound. And on that charming note, I'll see you all in the next video. Next time we'll take a few more steps. Not too many more, because I appear to get into conversations every 10 steps. But we'll go into the heart of Nar Shaddaa and meet some peeps. I'll see you there, everybody.